Madam Web, Madam Web, Madam Web. What a tangled web it weaved, only to fail so miserably. Kinda rhymed actually, but yeah. It was an unmitigated disaster. I knew it was going to happen. The movie is so badly received, it's not even funny anymore. I mean, at this point, you could laugh hell hard about it, but it just continues to get worse for this movie. Let's take a look at the Rotten Tomatoes score, which critics still have it at 13%. The audience score is at 57%. This is not good. Both are rotten. Both are rotten. Terrible movie from what I understand. I have no interest in seeing it, but that's what's going on. Let's take a look, however, at the numbers and see what Madam Web is doing. Oh, that's not good. Madam Web's worldwide box office haul is 56 million, a little over 56 million, right? But here's what's really terrible. The domestic box office numbers are higher than the international box office numbers, right? The domestic box office is at 31 million. The international box office is at 25 million. So the domestic box office is 6 million more than the international box office. That basically says that more people in North America are watching this movie than anybody else in the world. That's how bad it really is. And the numbers are not good because for this number of movie to only have 31 million domestically at this point, there's no way this movie is going to make it over 100 million domestically, and most likely not even internationally. It's not even going to make it over 100 million. This is what you call a disaster. So look at the numbers for the week, and you tend to see this fall off here. It starts off on February 14th at 6 million. Then the next day goes to 2, then 4. Then it goes back up to 6 million again, only to go back down to 4 million, then to 2, then to 1, then it drops out of the million completely, and it's at 861,000 here, then 801,000 here, and then once again it bounced back into the millions with 1.5 million again. So that's it. That is the entire run over the 10 days that it has here. This movie is not making any kind of money at all. You understand that? And this is per theater here. And look at the drop off of the theater because it's in 4,013 cinemas at the moment, right? Per theater for the first day that was there, which is February 14th, it brought in 1,508 per theater, right? It continually dropped. The second day dropped up to 537. Then it goes into 1,000 again, all the way down. Right. I mean, February 22nd was at $200 per theater. And then now it has reached here to 392 per theater. This is an embarrassment. This movie is literally an embarrassment. This movie is not making any kind of money at all. This is literally showing that, people are not watching this. And not only are people not watching it, people want their money back forever, even having thought about going to see it. Yep, it's gotten that bad. It's from Fandom Wire. Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney's worst nightmare came true. Madam Web was so bad that Marvel fans want their money back. Marvel fans are angry at Sony and Dakota Johnson's Madam Web and are refunding their tickets for the film. Yep, they go through and talk about what happened with the movie and how it's the worst rated and all this. And how the film had such a disastrous opening weekend and it's done, It goes on to say here, Sony is now facing a similar situation as 2022's Morbius, as fans are again questioning the studio's intention to make another hugely underwhelming project with their recent release, Madam Web. The film is already labeled one of the worst superhero films ever made, and fans are in disbelief in how bad the movie turned out to be. Right. So an insider reported to the Hollywood Reporter that advance sales of tickets for the film have steadily declined, which will further affect its already doomed box office performance. The insider further claimed that fans are demanding a refund and are no longer interested in watching the film. Yep. They don't care. Fans are literally out there saying, "Give me my money back. I don't want to see this nonsense." This is what the insider had to say. On Wednesday night, you could actually watch advance purchase sales declining in real time as buyers were refunding their tickets. It really says something when you'd rather have Shazam 2 numbers. An industry veteran also told the Hollywood Reporter that plans for a sequel to Madam Web have been scrapped and Sony's effort to make a different superhero film failed miserably. The reputation of the studio has been seriously affected and it will surely affect how fans perceive the upcoming Marvel offerings, including Kraven the Hunter and Venom 3. Any other interest in Kraven the Hunter and Venom 3? I mean, come on. The second Venom movie wasn't even all that good. She said wasn't good. She just leave it at that and done. But no, they want to keep fanning the flame, which is what they could take out of it as usual. But I mean, if you're thinking that, no box office numbers are an absolute disaster, people want their money back over this terrible, terrible thing, you're thinking, well, boy, Madam Web has hit rock bottom. Oh no, they can still go lower. Because according to this article from CBR, the shillers of the shills, even they cannot defend it anymore. They have to go and let you know, Madam Web's budget was bigger than we originally thought. So it was originally stated that Madam Web's production budget was 80 million. That's just the production budget. We ain't talking advertising or anything yet, but that's 80 million for that. Well, apparently, that's not quite true. A new report reveals that the budget for Sony's Madam Web starring Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney was bigger than originally reported. Sony Pictures' Madam Web reportedly cost a lot more than 80 million to make. Of course it did. While the budget for the Dakota Johnson starring Marvel movie was previously reported to be in the vicinity of 80 million, the Hollywood Reporter recently revealed that the budget for the latest entry in Sony's Spider-Man universe was actually in the low 100 million range, according to several sources. While still not as expensive as most Marvel Studios productions, which typically cost 200 million plus, the higher budget will hurt Madam Web in the long run, as the movie has so far been unsuccessful at the box office. Now, with let's say in the low 100 million range, that could be 110, 120, 130, anything roughly up to, like, let's say 150, about that range could be it. But let's be generous and say it's like 120, 125. Let's be generous and say it's about that. Despite a strong marketing campaign, I guess having your stars appear on the red carpet half naked that's a pretty strong marketing campaign, sure. Madam Web underperformed at the box office, grossing a meager 25.8 million domestically over its 6-day opening weekend. And it's only bumped around 31 million domestically and 25 million internationally. So once again, more people in North America are watching it than anywhere else in the world. This marks the worst domestic box office debut yet for the Spider-Man and Marvel universe. Previously, 2022's Morbius held a record with a 39 million debut over the traditional Friday to Sunday window. Madam Web also became the first Marvel movie since 2015's Fantastic Four to not open at number 1 at the box office, with the biopic Bob Marley One Love easily topping the weekend with a 6-day haul of 51 million. So yeah, Bob Marley made that. Madam Web barely scraping along while everybody's just waiting for this to just fall off. So, Madam Web's budget has been reported now to be over 100 million in the lower 100 million range. Let's say 120, 125 to be generous there. So it's going to lose even more money. Regards to that, fans want their money back because they're sick of this nonsense. You understand me? They literally cannot stand this crap. They want their money back badly. And when you look at the numbers, it's performing so horribly. More people in North America are watching it than anywhere else in the world. Yeah. Madam Web is officially a disaster, and you don't need clairvoyance to see that this movie is absolutely screwed. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. I have a different opinion. I'd love to hear it. If you like, if you really hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.